Hello beautiful people of the internet, it's Bridget, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a review of the White Peach Too Faced palette. Now this has been out for a while and it has a lot of sketchy reviews on it, so today we're going to see if this is really that bad. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, before we get started, all makeup on this channel is cruelty-free and so is Too Faced Cosmetics. We have two special shoutouts today. The first one goes to Zero Moreno and Saw Cavallo? Carajalo? I'm sorry about the pronunciation, but thank you guys so much for the tip, I really appreciate it. And now let's get into the review. First things first, this is a very beautiful, cute, aesthetically pleasing palette. I love the packaging with the white, kind of squishy. It's not squishy, but it has like a little bit of give to it. And then it's just gold on the back. It has peach clasps, and on the inside, this is what the color scheme looks like. And now I know what you're thinking, Bridget, this is really boring. Why are you reviewing this palette? I'm still intrigued by some boring palettes, you guys, and this is one of them. I think I did a video on neutral palettes that still intrigue me, and this is one of them. It's very neutral, but I was still interested in it. Now, this is $45. It's currently $45 on TooFaced.com and Sephora's website. I didn't see it on Ulta, but it could still be there. If it is, I'll link it down below. Now, sometimes this goes on sale for $24.50 or like $26, around half price, but right now it is currently full price at Sephora and TooFaced.com for $45. It's a $45 palette. I think we're used to that price range on this channel, but if it doesn't work, it's not going to be worth it. So today we're going to try it on the eyes. Let's go ahead and go to some swatches now, and then I'll show you how I created this look using the palette and what my thoughts are on it and if it's really that bad. Alright guys, here are the swatches on my skin tone. I'm sorry I don't have Daniel here for the darker skin tone swatches today, but I think you get the message with that because these are very light. Even on me, you can kind of see them, but not that well. I can see them in person, but on camera they don't show up very well. I had to go over these two colors twice because I couldn't really get them to show up. And this is how they look, but I do not think these colors will work on a darker complexion, especially since I'm filming this after the tutorial. If you have a medium to deep skin tone, most of this palette is not going to work. Hello there! So let's get started with the look. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but there is not that many color choices in this palette, so I think we'll be fine. I'm going to put concealer down on my lid first, so we have a nice base to give it the best chance of working. Now that we have the concealer on, I want to set it. I'm going to take the color Peach Cream right here, and we're going to set the crease and underneath the eyebrow area. I'm not going to set the lid. This will just give us something really easy and nice to blend off of. I just dinked in here, and look at all that fallout. Like, I don't care about fallout typically. It's fine, but I don't like when it makes a huge mess around here. I don't know if you can even see that. Like, half the pan kicked up, so let's... Yeah, it's just floating in the air over there. We're just gonna set it. Again, typically I don't care about fallout, but when it makes a mess in my palette, that's when I have an issue with it. So that's why I'm pointing that out. This palette does smell fantastic though. Like, I really like the peachy smell. This color is the exact same color as my skin tone, so like I have a hard time telling if this is set without touching it. So I think it is. The next color I want to go into is Peach Smoothie, which is this beautiful light pink, and I want to see if it shows up. So since we have the lightest base down, this one has fallout too, not as much. I just want to see if it shows up. Like, I lose a lot of pigment when I tap off the excess. Like, it floats in the wind and there's barely anything on the brush now. Let's just try it. Honestly, the color scheme of this palette is so freaking cute. It's a little bit off for me though. Like, there's only two dark shades in here. I'm not going to complain about not having dark shades because I don't use dark eyeshadow. I just feel like the two dark shades are out of place. Like, you don't need them in this palette. And that's not doing anything. Like, this is no pink. This is like, I dipped in there 3 times to put pink on my lid. There's nothing there. But it is very light. So maybe I should have set my lid with the pink. Let's try Sweet Fig now. Because it's like a... I mean, it's kind of a gray purple. Ton of fallout there too. I just want to add some dimension to the crease. That one works a little bit better. But it's still not fantastic. The next color I want to go into is Peach Sherbert, which is this orange, and I want to put that in the inner crease area. This one has just as much kick out as the peach cream, which is a lot. I can see this a little bit, but I mean, not very much. Does that look orange to you? I dipped in 3 times on both sides. So we've tried 1, 2, 3, 4 shades so far, and this is what we have. Wait, yeah. Next shade I want to try is, I guess, Fuzzy. We'll try this Mutual Cool Tone Brown. It's very light brown. It's gonna fall out, lose most of it on the brush when I tap off the excess. And then let's try this. I just want to deepen up the crease area because we are going to try the dark shades in the palette. This one works okay, honestly. This brown shade is not the worst thing ever. But, I mean, I just don't want to sound like I'm being too critical of it, but honestly, this is like the only okay shade I've tried so far. I mean, the peach cream shade set my lid fine, but I mean, it was hard to tell if it was even there. So the next color I want to go into is this matte black. We're just going to darken up the very tippity tip edge of my eye because I don't like black eyeshadow on me, but I do want to try it out. So let's do that. It's not the worst. Just gonna blend this in a little bit. It starts to break up. Like, I tapped it here and I started blending up a little bit, and it starts to get weird. Like, it doesn't want to blend out. It just kind of breaks up this shadow. I feel like I'm losing. Like, I can't blend it out. It went up and then that's it. Like, I got it to blend up. There's like some missing in the center of the little area right here, and then I can't get it to blend out or around. So it's like really stuck right there. I'm gonna go back in and try to bring more of the black shadow outwards. I'm having an easier time blending it on this eye, but I do still find that it wants to stick to certain parts of my lid, but I am having an easier time blending it over here for whatever reason. It could be the primer or whatever, but it is a little bit easier to blend on this side than that was. Because this, honestly, this blend over here, I'm not mad at. Like, I would go back into that brown and kind of blend out the edges. But, I mean, it's a gray, not a black. But this side looks okay. This side just looks... It's seen better days. Honestly, though, my whole face on this side has seen better days. Like, look how dry and gross and cracked my eyes look under this bag right here. I had a terrible experience with face mask last night, and it just made my under eyes feel really crappy. So maybe that's something to do with this side not blending, but this side blended out just fine. So let's go in now to the shimmers. I guess. I mean, I feel like there's nothing on my inside of my lid, like the inside of the crease area. I'm just gonna go into the shade Peach Suede since we have to try this one out, and blending over the crease in the inner half because I feel like it's just, ooh, it's the most fallout yet. I just feel like it's kind of barren over here in this area. I swear to you guys, I'm trying to make this work. It's just honestly not going very well, and I'm apologizing for that because I don't want to seem like, oh, she's too harsh in the shadow, but like, it's just not working. You guys can see it. So I'm gonna take the 2 pressed glitters now, and I find the best way to do these for Too Faced products is to take my finger and apply it, and then I'll use a setting spray and kind of lock it on. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Peach Ice for the inner half of the lid, well, for the majority of the lid. So let's touch it. It feels like a shimmer, not a glitter, but let's try it on the lid. It just wants to fall off of my eyeball. It's so gritty and soft and delicate, and it doesn't want to stick to the lid, even though we still did not set the concealer on my lid, so that's still kind of tacky. It's messing with my pan. Like, my pan looks really sloppy now, and I'm gonna take my pinky into the Peach Passion, which, how in the world is that called Peach Passion? Just call it Passion. That looks okay. This one is repressed too. It came broken from one of you guys, so I repressed it. It's a pretty color. I'm not mad at the color of this. See, this one applies better than the Peach Ice one did. Like, there's less of a mess. It's a pretty color. So obviously the blue lost a lot of that blue. It just looks like a gray blotch over here. I could not get it to work. This side doesn't look as bad, but I think we started off with a better matte base for this side. But it still doesn't look great. Now I'm going to try the shade Creme de la Peach, which is this orange, under the lower lash line since we didn't try that shade out. Alright, so that orange shade under the lower lash line is actually really cute. I don't know if you can tell. Also, every time I look in the viewfinder, I just see this terrible nastiness under my eye. But the orange color is actually really nice. Like, I think that's my favorite shade out of the palette so far, is that orange, because I think it's really cute. Now I'm going to pop on some mascara lashes and do the rest of my face, and I'll be right back to show you my final thoughts on this palette. Alright guys, this is a finished look. What do you think? I'm not sure if I'm crazy about these lashes. They're very thin. But this is the look on the eyes. I got busy watching Crime Watch Daily, so it's been about 45 minutes, and a lot of the glitter has like lifted over the hood because it's not very set in place. It is very loose. I did notice though when I was doing my lashes and stuff, the glitter, the white one, I couldn't really tell about the darker one. There's so much glitter under here. Like, you can't see it on camera, but if I get close to my face, there's tons of little different specks of glitter all down my face. Not so much on my nose, not so much on the cheeks, but really in this area. So, yeah, it's not my favorite thing in the world. Honestly, though, the look isn't bad. Like, I feel like we made it work, especially on this eye. I feel like it looks halfway decent. This eye is a little bit of a cluster, but I feel like I made it work. But let's get into my final thoughts on this palette and what I think of it as a whole. So, final thoughts on the White Peach palette. It's not worth the money. I think we saw this coming from just watching me do the makeup. But I was really hopeful. I even watched Pop Lux's video on it and he didn't like it. And I trust his opinion more than any other YouTuber, I think, because he's so real about it. So, I mean, I have to agree with him. It's not worth it. Even the $26.50, because it's half price at Sephora, it's not worth it. But I love the packaging because it got a little bit of a squish to it. The packaging on the back of just the gold is really pretty. I love the peach clasps. The packaging is the best part of this palette. Great big mirror. But the shadows just aren't worth it. I really was hoping for these shades right here to work, like the pinkies and maybe this one. Like, I like a muted pink color and it doesn't really work. I love the orange. This shade had a lot of fallout, but it was fine setting lid. It's just a lot of fallout, not that much pigmentation coming off. If you tap off the excess, you see a ton of powder flying in the air. So I don't recommend this palette. We tried almost every shade in here except Peaches and Cream and Glistening Peach. So it's not worth the money, but it was a good experiment. I'm glad I tried it. Thank you to the person who sent this to me. I really appreciate it. I don't know. I think I'll try it again in the future. Like, maybe try one or two really simple looks when I'm trying to do something simple and see if I like it then, maybe with just the oranges and not the browns. But as of right now, I cannot recommend this palette to you, so it's on sale. Let it pass on. If you see it at TJ Maxx for like $5 and you like it, grab it. But other than that, I can't recommend this palette, even though I've been really enjoying a lot of Too Faced products lately. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Is there any other products on the market that have really bad reviews, but you are still optimistic about and you want to try? Let me know in the comment section down below, and if anything intrigues me or I find a good deal on it, maybe I'll do another one of the Is It Worth It videos. Anyways, I'll see you later. Bye.